Okay, I'm Kindyl, and I did my lesson plan on the states of matter. It was geared more towards second grade, and it's going to last about 80 minutes. So for my unit objective, I said students will, students will learn how the natural world works by posing questions and scientifically testing them, and I got that from one of the state standards for second grade. And then lesson objectives, I said students will be able to differentiate between a solid, liquid, and gas when given a group of items. Students will be able to give examples of changes in states of matter from heating and cooling after seeing the real life examples, and students will be able to identify the key terms, which are molecule, solid, liquid, and gas. And then I gave everybody a lesson plan, so it just kind of goes through and gives you the materials you need and like your procedure of what you're going to do. So you're going to start off with your introduction, which is basically you just letting the students know that you're going to be talking about states of matter and then asking them if they know what the state of matter, like the 3 states of matter are, and then you put those 3 on the board. And then from that you lead into where you're defining your key terms. So you're going to talk about what a molecule is, and then describe from there what a solid is, and then go into what a liquid is, and then go into what a gas is. And then at the end of that, you're going to give your real life example. So it says you're going to turn ice into water, and then from there the liquid's also going to turn into gas. So that'll give them like an example of like showing how applying heat is going to make it change state of matter. And then students' prior knowledge. So I said being in second grade, they're probably already going to know that there's 3 different states of matter, but they're going to learn more about how we classify them, and they're going to be able to build off their knowledge prior, like how the states of matter go from one to another. And then I added the second grade standards, second grade Indiana standards for physical science. So basically conducting an investigation and classifying different kinds of materials by their observable properties, and then like what will happen by combining solids and liquids. Basically they're just testing their experiment. I'm gonna go back. So more with like the procedure and materials. So after the teacher demonstration, they're gonna go into guided practice, which is the solid, liquid, and gas worksheet that I passed out. They're gonna do that with a partner. And then they're gonna do the 3 other worksheets, what is a solid, what is a liquid, what is a gas, by themselves independently. And then after that, they're gonna go, or I'm gonna, as a teacher, you'd ask your students to give them well, they take out a piece of paper first, and then you'd ask them to give you an example of a time when they saw a solid turn into a liquid, and then a time when they saw a liquid turn into a gas. I said that's summative because it's at the end of the lesson. And then to close the lesson out, you're gonna go around and have your students give an example of a solid and a liquid. For a gas, tell them just like something that, like if they can't think of like a gas off the top of their head, maybe something that like releasing a gas, such as like breathing or burping. And then you'll also go around and ask the students to identify one of the 4 key terms. And then for critical perspectives, I said content is gonna be what does the temperature affect of state, how does the temperature affect the state of matter, and that's cause and effect. Content, instruct your students to research what would happen to their body without liquids. That's going to be connection to people. And then critique, I said what types of gases are harmful to our environment, and that's going to be in relation to destruction of nature. Any questions? Okay.
I know I printed out like a lot of paper too, so I'm going to recycle all that.
Timer's going to go off in 1,